friends, it's Christy. Welcome to Bitly Diddly Has Plans. In today's video, we are setting up the month of November in my plum paper vertical columns. So let's get started. Alrighty friends, so for November I have this orange umbrella coquette. It's $2.69 and it's called Bittersweet. I did do a weekly plan with this earlier in October, but I'm excited to use this monthly for my November. So I have the date dots, which are now a separate sheet from the main monthly header sheets. And then I have the extra circle because I like to use it to replace this tracker circle here because I don't use that. And then that leads me into the highlights page, so that'll work for this page here. And then I have the main monthly headers, so this will go across the top. I've got the days of the week and some boxes here. So there's no more scripts in the kit format either. You can buy a separate sheet of the scripts, which I've got plenty of scripts. As you know, I did a recent de-stash with my friend Saya, so I pulled a bunch of stuff out. And then this is sheet 2 of the monthly setup with a sidebar, these bottom washies to cover up the extra days of the month, and then this one here and a couple other boxes and some little icons under this month's script. So let's get started. I'm gonna go with the circles first. This is gorgeous. Isn't this the cutest thing, friends? I just love this little bird and the little floral, the leaves, the fall leaves and the berries. That's why I bought this kit. Let me put this Erin Condren cover under there because it's getting kind of lumpy. And I want to put this in the center of my circles. I don't really use these for anything, just quotes or these little decorative pieces here. Let me try to get this down straight and even. And then we'll put this one on this side. I think I'll put this over here. And then this blank one over here. That's that. And then let's go, do I want to go dark to light or light to dark? I'm going to do this here. I hope I don't have to white this out. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. If anything, this makes it look a little darker, which I kind of like. So there's that. It is Saturday, October 28th. I have my big family Beans and Banuelos night tonight. Scott and I went to Costco this morning right when they opened, and we bought cheeses and charcuteries because that's what I'm going to bring because I am the charcuterie girl now. That's what I bring to every potluck or snacks. But it was funny because we were there and I was like, well, should I buy crackers here or should I just go to Safeway and get crackers there just because I don't need $9 million worth of crackers? But they had the car water crackers there, which I really like, with charcuterie and cheese. And I told Scott, I said, well, if I buy this $12 box that has I think it had 3 of the plain, 2 peppered, and 1 sesame, which I like the sesame, 6 boxes of the crackers inside of it. I was like, well, if I buy this now, I'll be good through the whole rest of the holiday season all the way to New Year's. So we decided, yeah, let's just go ahead and buy it. It'll be fine. Okay, so there's that. And then I pulled some of my scripts here. These are from Nicole Hutch Designs. And I have projects currently in good times. So I'm going to put projects here. Okay, so there's that. And then good times just for my memory keeping, my journaling, that kind of thing here. And then currently, I'm going to put this down here. And I have, let's see, staying from top to bottom, let's go ahead and put some of these little dots down. I'm going to go like this. I think I'm going to go with this little peachy color. Put that there. And then we'll do a blue one. I'm going to go every other line. And then I want to use this dark one here. Like that. There we go. And then I'll just do the same on this side. Okay, and then this one here. We were at Costco and I'm so excited because I bought one of Emma's birthday gifts that she wanted. I don't think Emma watches my videos, so I think I'm okay. I'm not going to say what it is, friends. But yeah, we picked it up and Scott was like, really? And I go, yes, she wants this. So it was on sale. I'm going to put my little podcast here because I'm not even pretending that I'm reading. That was a Planner Kate icon, friends. Sorry if I went through that kind of quick. And then I need to find a little TV, which, as I mentioned, Saya and I destashed, and so I have a bunch of icons that I pulled off of some of the sheets. The icons that I like, that I think I will use, like this washing machine I love. This is Orange Umbrella Co. So is a little bed. And I've got Happy Mail, planners, boxes, like Amazon deliveries, bunch of garbage cans, calculators for budgeting is what I'm going to use those for. A bunch of little doodads over here, and more beds, more boxes, more washing machines. I don't know. I went horizontally, and I guess I should have went vertically, because what's funny, call me crazy, but when I do my scripts, I go down vertically. I don't know what I'm doing, friends. I feel like I need to redo all of this, but what I was going to do is pull one of these TVs, and I saw this little gray one here that I thought would be good with this kit. So we'll put this little guy here. I think I mentioned that I finished the Fall of the House of Usher in one of my last videos that I filmed. That was really good. And so now I'm kind of looking for like a new little series. I'm going to put this. I love how this coordinates with the kit, the little November. So I'm going to just stick this. I want to do, let me turn this. Oops. Let me make sure my little birds are facing the right way. I'm going to do just under the line because I want it to show. I don't want to cover that. I like that color. But I just have to make sure I'm fairly straight because I don't have a line to guide me. So there we go. There's that. And then while I'm here, I'm going to put this pretty kind of peachy orangey one. So that's it for this sheet for me. I don't save those. And I'm just going to put this down here between these lines. Just kind of try to center it. Got up, went for my walk before we went to Costco, so that was good. Okay, so there's that. And then for November, we need to plan Emma's party, which she needs to tell me what she wants to do. She will be home because her birthday will be the day after Thanksgiving. And then, oh, I'm going to list this as a project, friend. Because what I want to do is actually what I'll say is Black Friday lists. So I plan to buy whatever planners I'm going to buy. So that's like a me thing. And then certain gifts that I want to buy for the kids. So that's what I know right now. I'll fill in more as it comes to me. But that's that. So that's the highlights page. And then I'll use all of this for journaling or notes or whatever. And then let's start doing the main headers here. And I want to say, when I did October, what I did here was I kind of put the washi up above and then the days of the week down, just covering them instead of putting the washi like right down low. Because I feel like if I have this script on here, well, no, you can see it, but I don't really want to cover the washi too much because this little bird is so cute. So let me put this down. Let's see. Let me see how I want to do this. Make sure he's facing up the right way. Do this. And again, I'm just kind of eyeballing being straight. I used to be really good at that when I was in my pattern making days, but my eyeballs are not as good as when I was young. And my hands are not as steady. I was playing in my Sterling Ink Common Planner a little bit this morning. I did do some like pen testing and journaling in it. Like I was journaling about the pen test. Okay, I think I'm a little farther away on this one. I think I was a little closer. Let me just redo this one, friends. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this a little bit lower. And of course, once you pull a big strip like that up, it stretches the paper a little bit, so you got to deal with that. Oh, I know what I watched last night, friends. Paint Hustlers with Emily Blunt, Andy Garcia. I think Chris Evans was in it. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. Okay, I pulled some month scripts from Orange Umbrella Co., just some sheets that I have, and I'm going to use this gray November here. It was pretty good. I liked it. It kind of went, she kind of went, like her character arc went the whole way of like from greed to actually having a conscience. Okay, so in October, I put my header here. Sometimes I like to put it here. I think I'm going to put it here because I do like that look. I'm going to do left aligned over here. So there's that. And then let's put all of these dates down. Sorry, not dates, days of the week. And I think I can just about cover them. If I place it just right, I don't have to fuss with the white out. Sunday, Monday, right? Okay. Tuesday. And then let's see. I don't think I'm going to put any special boxes up here. I just would have to make sure I put the boxes down before I do the dates. That's the one thing that you got to remember to do. Doesn't matter, I guess, if I forget and I come back through and there's a box I want to put down, I'll just take the day of the week up and redo it. It's not like I haven't had to do that before. Okay, so a bunch of you have responded from my last sticker haul when I showed you all my big destash. I had forgot there's more that I need to destash, so I think I'm gonna have enough to make 2 like raffle prizes, because enough of you said that you thought it would be a good idea to raffle it. A lot of friends were saying, yeah, like I would love to have bits and pieces, like that's kind of a fun challenge and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna do it. What I'm gonna do is I'll get it all together and I'm gonna weigh it. And like, let's say I have like 5 pounds worth of sheets, then I'm gonna split it in 2 and 2 winners will get 2.5 pounds or something like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I wanna put this box down here where I'm gonna fly out on the 10th. So there's that. And then the 24th, did I do already a special one? I didn't do one. So this is Emma's birthday. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll put this little cutie box. I could either do that or I wonder if this is the same size. Like, I could do this one too. Oh no, this is bigger. I bet you this covers this, friends. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna do this one for Emma's birthday, because I want to put these down before I put the little date dots down. Okay, so there's that. And that's it for my big boxes, I think. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through off camera because this is painfully slow for me, and I'll put all the little dates down now that I have those boxes down, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I have all of the date dots down, which I think just adds a nice little pop of color there. It's very subtle, but I like it. It's just enough. Okay, so let's go through and do holidays, and don't let me forget paydays, friends. I tend to forget that. Okay, so let's see, what do we have? I have these Fern Creek sticker sheets. I've got the school ones here from Orange Umbrella Co. Let's see, here's Election Day. That's Tuesday the 7th, right? We've got an Election Day, and then Winter, Kwanzaa. I don't think there's any more. We've got Thanksgiving. Oops, over here. If I place it just right, I can cover it without whiting it out. And then fall back. Let's see, that's gotta be what. Gotta use the white out on that. Oops. Okay, so that's that. Okay, do I have Veterans Day between these 2 sheets? I might have used it elsewhere. because these all look like, yeah, it looks like I used them all. Let me see if I can find, I kind of hate to mix scripts though. Let me see. I have this sheet here. I feel like though, if I start mixing my scripts, then I won't have like, at least if I use this for next November, I will have all of the November ones together. So I kind of don't want to do that. Let's see what else is on here. Is Diwali on here? No, I don't think it's on here. Okay. I'm going to leave it, friends. We're going to call it good. We're just going to go with it. Okay, so that's that. And then, oh, paydays. So, as I mentioned, I went through and cleaned up this little book here. I think I'm going to use, let's see. I don't want to use this blue because that doesn't really coordinate all that well. Although, there's a little bit of blue. Maybe I will use this one because then it'll bring some of that blue in. And I have 2 of them. Isn't that fun? Using up my leftovers. Okay, this is the 15th. I'm gonna put this payday down here. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put them down below. Okay, so those are paydays. Now, I have a ton of birthdays. So let's go through birthdays. So I've got on the 4th, where's the 4th? Here we go. I've got my little, one of my godsons and my niece, and then I've got another godson on the 12th. You know what? I apologize, Diwali, but I'm just going to go ahead and cover that since I don't have the script for it, and since I've got a birthday on that day, I'm going to put that there. And then I've got my friend Becky on the 13th. She's the one who I go see Old Dominion with in concert all the time, and the one who I did the charcuterie board class with. And then on the 19th, I've got my brother and my friend. And then we've got Emma on the 24th. Oh, going back up top, Eloise is the 11th. I don't want to white out Veterans Day though, because that we do commemorate, given that I'm married to a veteran. And then on the 8th is my nephew Elijah. Okay, so there's that. All right, so let me write these in and then we'll do something for Emma's. So this is Antonio and Naya. Naya's Otis's babysitter. And then the 11th is Eloise. That's Emma's best friend, who we lovingly call Leloise. And then the 8th is Elijah, who we call brother, because he's the only boy in a family of 4. He's got 3 sisters. Elijah and Naya are brother and sister. And then let's see, the 12th is Grayson. He's my younger godson. So Antonio and Grayson are both my god babies. They're god. And then Becky here. And then where else? Oh, 19th. So this is my brother Box, or Greg is his real name. And then our friend Laura, who lives across the street, and her daughter is one of Emma's best friends. Okay, so I think I have everybody. Okay, so now Emma. So let's see what I have. I'm looking at this little happy birthday here from Erin Condren just to see if any of these kind of coordinate. I don't feel like any of these really coordinate with the kit all that well. This is too yellow. I don't think I'm going to use any of those. So I have balloons here from Fern Creek Stickers. I also have Happy Birthday here from Fern Creek Stickers. Let's see. I could kind of bring in like a blue, this blue here. And we could do some balloons. Let's see. Did I decide? Maybe this one, this more grayish kind of one. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say, happy birthday. I knew better than to do that with my hands because I can't see around my chubby little fingers. Let's center this a little better. Happy birthday. Let's do Emma. Let's get one of my brush pens. I think this is the medium one. This is one of those Japanese pens who I can't even remember the manufacturer. Okay, so let's... All right, friends, this is gonna be a challenge here. I should have did it on the sticker before putting it in the book, but that's okay. Let's see. There. That's good for my big girl. And then let's throw down some balloons here. Let's see. Maybe bring in some of this, oh, like this color here. This kind of, I feel like coordinates with the little date dots a little bit. I'm gonna put this here. Let's see. Yeah, I wanna put them over here. And then let's do, oh my gosh, I'm the mother of a 20-year-old. There. Yikes. Okay. Okay, I'm not crying. I'm not crying, you're crying. Let's see. What, okay, so that's, I think all the like fun stuff, all the special stuff, and I think the rest of the stuff, friends, is like work and appointments and things. Okay, so we have the VP retreat. Where's my VP retreat? They are going here, I believe. No, they're here. They're up here. They are 1 through 3. So I'm gonna just put a little arrow here. Okay, and then I have my hybrid HOD because my big meeting got canceled, as you know. So now I booked a space at a hotel and we're doing a hybrid meeting. So that's here on the 5th. And then I have a dentist appointment. Did I make a little box for that? I'm gonna do this, dentist. Okay, let's see if I have like a tooth or something. Ha, I found one. I knew I had something on. This is from the Right Place. Cheyenne is the owner of that shop there. Oops, I'm just gonna layer this on here. And that is for me on the 7th. Where's the 7th? Oh, on election day. Okay. And then what else do I have? Oh, I have an education session. So the Meeting Planners Association that I'm on the board, we're having an education luncheon on the 9th, and it's regarding AI. I've been trying to start using ChatGPT, friends, for like writing session names and that kind of stuff. And I used it to write the name of that session. But then the session is about AI, so I thought that was kind of fun. Okay, so then this is the the EC retreat. So much more going on in November now than I wanted it to be. And then we have a new vet for Otis going on the 21st. But then he also has his Cytopoint shots with his old vet. That is on the 4th. I'm gonna do this. So I didn't want to lose this appointment because I don't want him to get out of, like, off kilter with his shots. So I'm doing that there. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, I have a Hyatt appreciation luncheon. This is kind of the time of year where all the hotels that we do a lot of business with will invite us for client appreciation things. They're a lot of fun. The Hyatt that I use here in town they have a really good chef. Their food is really good for, you know, hotel banquet food. It's really good. Like, I don't consider it just hotel banquet food. Okay, so then let's see. Oh, I have an eyebrow appointment. Let's see. I feel like I wrote all this stuff down somewhere and like I'm missing a sheet of labels or something, but I'm not, friends. Maybe I was just dreaming it. Eyebrows. So I just had my eyebrows done yesterday. Where's my eyebrow appointment? On the 22nd. And my niece was saying, let's do a lamination next time, because right now all she does is tint them. And it lasts about 4 weeks, which is totally fine. But she was like, because my eyebrows, like, I don't know, they like bend, like they stick out. And so she's like, well, if we do a lamination, they won't do that, Auntie. And I was like, okay, we can try it. I just don't want them to fall out. Because the word lamination, I don't know, just kind of scares me. You know what? Let's see if there's any other fun little icons. That's haircut. This one's kind of cute. It's a little sleep mask. Okay, you know what? I am going to pull this little airplane, though, because I did want to put an airplane down for my visit with Sophie. So we're flying out there. I have to actually go alone now because Scott's been activated, so he can't travel with me. And then maybe I should put return home, like that kind of thing. I want to put one of these down here like that. So Emma's going to come home and stay with Otis, and it works out perfectly because it's the weekend of Eloise's birthday. So they've made plans, and I come home really late at night. Okay, so there's that. And then what else do I have going on, friends? I've got all my retreats in there. I got the new vet. I've got my MPI stuff. I think that's it. Look, I used up almost all of these. I'm really excited about that. Oh, here, there's a this month's script. I'll go ahead and put this down right here. We'll use that up. And then this one here. Okay, so there's 2 boxes here that I could cover up. And then this one here, I feel like this covers this calendar, which I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these down here because I kind of want to cover these up since they're down here on the bottom. I won't do the ones, I think I explained this before. I don't do the ones up here because I don't like the washi on top of washi. I think it's a little bit much. Like it takes, for me, it takes away from the top border. So I'm going to do these ones down here, trying to match my plaids. Back from my fashion girl days where we would match our plaids. There we go. Now, do I feel like it would be weird, or do I like the idea of putting this here to cover this calendar? It's weird because it's taller than, I don't know, it kind of looks weird to me, friends. And I don't think it's supposed to go this way because then it's like edge to edge, like it, that's weird. I'm not doing that. I don't know. I don't like the way it looks. I like this pattern. I want to use this box. It's not the sticker. It's just me and the placement. Okay, so I'm going to leave those little plaids there. If anything, I would maybe put another piece of plaid there, but let's leave that. And then let me just do one last look through. So I still have, I don't do these big sidebar ones because I'm not good at throwing those down. And then I'll save these because I like these little things. A couple little doodads there, a little more doodads here, and then these flag stickers here. So I've got those left over if I need to add anything that comes up in the month. But otherwise, I think I have, let's see, I've got paydays, I've got most of the holidays. I didn't have a Veterans Day. Let's see, we're falling back. I wish we would stop doing the time change. It drives me nuts. And then I think that's it, friends. All right, I think I'm going to call it good, friends. That's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you can catch future content on my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.